Welcome back to Good Morning Geelong, and here we have the handprints of time. Yes, they will be future leaders from the Early Learning and Family Centre at Apollo Place 2009. And joining us, the Deputy Mayor of the City of Greater Goodness, yes, here in our great city of Geelong, Councillor Rod McDonald. Good morning once again, Rod. How are you?
Morning, Graham. Nice to be with you again.
We can't go on meeting like this these early mornings.
No, this is a great day today out at Whittington at the opening of the Apollo Centre. It's just fantastic.
We said to Lisa Neville, our Lisa, opened in 1979, closed in 2004, and now we see a renaissance, a rebirth, which in partnerships, and I'll get you to talk through those partnerships, has been a significant step forward for the people of Whittington.
Look, it has, Graham. I remember back in 2005, I was ward councillor here, and we closed the centre, unfortunately, due to lack of enrolment numbers, and it was a sad day for Whittington, and, we tried everything but just couldn't get the numbers. But this redevelopment and the renaissance, if you like, now is absolutely fantastic for the community. Obviously, the children and the parents are very thrilled to have it here in this state.
Rod, obviously, the changing nature of the people that are living in the Whittington area have given us the opportunity. We're getting younger families, obviously, in here, which is exciting in itself, being able to support a lot of the facilities that are available out here.
Look, Whittington's always been, or generally been, I suppose, if you try to classify it as a very young people's place, but it was always seen as quite a transitory address. But as we've started to develop community facilities and really put an emphasis on the learning and opportunity, I think it will help turn that around, and people will see more of a future living here and an opportunity, particularly with these sorts of facilities, to educate their kids and to grow up and certainly gain a sense of ownership of the local community areas.
And I think both of us, being parents ourselves, going back to our children's kindergarten days, we realise just how important that early development is in their ongoing outlook on further education.
Look, the foundations of future learning are struck in those 0 to 4 years, where kids learn about the world, about life, about themselves, and they learn how to get on with others, and the socialisation skills, the basic learning skills are so critical. And I remember talking to the principal at the time, Stuart Pett, who was really lamenting the lack of early childhood learning opportunities for kids, that he felt they were disadvantaged. And so by putting this back into the community and to have it redevelop, it's actually giving the children those opportunities, and obviously starting prep school then in a much better position.
And what we've seen this morning is a lot of enthusiasm, not only with what I'll call officials, but also with the parents and the kids themselves.
It's fantastic to see all the smiling faces out here today, Graham. The young kids put on a performance for us earlier, and they're full of energy and joy, and look, it's fantastic to see them.
And we mentioned partnerships. There have been some important partnerships developed as a result of this renaissance, including Alcoa, the City of Greater Geelong, and it goes on. Look,
you're right, it is about partnerships, because on their own no one achieves anything. And I think firstly the commitment of the city, and then with the support of the state government with their renewal programs, we've had the funding to do things. We've gone beyond studies and surveys, and we've actually been able to put things on the ground, physical things you can see and touch, so it's been a great outcome. And of course then we have the partnerships with Alcoa, for example, who've come on board and providing lunches for the kids here, and also some SunSmart clothing. So that's fabulous ongoing support from a company like Alcoa, and we thank them very much. We've also got other agencies, children's agencies such as Glastonbury, who give us fantastic support, and again to Glastonbury, thank you for your support as well.
What's it mean to the City of Greater Geelong, and particularly to individual ward councillors as an example, to see these types of developments occurring with the support of those organisations?
Look, I can't overemphasise how pleased I am personally, having been the previous ward councillor here, to see the developments that have happened. Without this sort of input, we miss a whole generation of people who contribute to our society and to make Geelong a better place to live, and I think it's a worthwhile investment to put into these kids everything we can, because we'll be repaid in spades as they grow up and become more highly contributing members of our community.
The City of Greater Geelong draft budget is out there for comment until the 28th of June. As we've said in earlier programs, we're in a surplus. Everything's looking positive as far as the future of Greater Geelong is concerned. The ring road is about to, it's about 6 months ahead of time. Yeah. So it's a real plus time for GWELONG.
Absolutely, Graham. We've got a lot of projects and programs that we've put into place for this coming financial year. We're really confident we'll be able to deliver them, and certainly they will provide the maximum opportunities for services, jobs, and basically keeping the Geelong economy as vibrant as we possibly can. We've had good support from the federal government for a number of projects. Schools in the area are getting rebuilds. We've got a lot of our own projects for sporting, community facilities that are underway in the planning phase and construction. We've got new leisure link. So there's a lot of good things happening in Geelong at the moment, and certainly this council is very keen to see that continue, and we'll be supporting those initiatives and others as they arise.
And you mentioned Leisure Link. That continues to be a program on time, which is a huge, big new aquatic development and leisure time centre out in the corner of the Princes Highway and Pioneer Road out in Warnvale, just on the outskirts of Geelong. It's going to be a magnificent centre.
Oh, look, it is. There's no doubt. It'll be, the major sort of aquatic and sort of leisure play centre in the region. And we're also beginning work now. We've been underway for a little while on the design of a library, which will be in the area as well. They'll be attached to the eastern side of Leisure Link, and that will provide a service to the residents of Grovedale, Warren Ponds, and that will replace the tiny existing library which is in Grovedale. So that'll be another community facility that'll be in a very central location and accessible to a very wide range of people.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because if you hadn't thought of it, I was going to think of it next, and that is the question of improved library services that have been part of the coming year.
Oh, absolutely. We've managed to secure an increase across member councils of 15% in their contributions this year, and when you consider the tough economic times, that's a fantastic commitment, but really it's an investment in the future as well. From the City of Greater Geelong's point of view, that means an additional just short of $600,000 additional funding to bring our library funding in Geelong up to almost $5 million, just shy of $5 million a year. And that provides a service to all the libraries across the municipality and mobile. So, we're very much committed to a very strong library service, and particularly improving that service to meet the demands of firstly the residents and also the changing circumstances and keeping up with technology changes, etc.
Our thanks to the Deputy Mayor, Councillor Rob McDonald. As we go to a break on Good Morning Geelong, we'll be back with more after this.